always my friend of 25 years, actor extraordinary, the JCJ of the SSA of Champion of the Web. Mr. JP Will, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, man. I'm doing really good. How about yourself, man?
Oh, well, fucking lovely. Because today, our feature presentation is the piece of shit Anaconda. Fucking hate it.
With Cocaine Bear coming out this week, we wanted to do some type of animal-centric movie, and there was a couple other ones that we wanted to do a little bit more, but we figured we'd save them for a special occasion.
I hate this fucking movie.
It's not great, and it is very problematic.
Fucking horrible. But before we get into that, what have you been watching and doing this week?
Oh man, I've been watching a lot. I flew back to Iowa, so I watched some stuff on the plane. I
watched some tasty tacos into your fucking mouth.
Oh, you bet. You're a sweet ass. I did. It was glorious.
Mm-hmm. Tots, yeah.
Tots and the flour nachos.
I know. Yeah, I did the nachos because of you, but the last time I went, I was like, oh, tots.
I mean,
perfect.
I was a late comer to the tots. I never did the tots.
I was too. Mm-hmm. So I was like, bro, you filled me with the nachos, so I gave you the tots.
You did. I appreciate that. I appreciate the assist. But let's see. I rewatched The Harder They Fall, that Western with Idris and Kang the Conqueror, Jonathan Majors.
That's good though, right?
It's so good.
Oh, more. I loved it about that movie. Like, I want like spin-offs of every character.
Yep.
I believe I said that when I watched it originally. Like, everyone's so fleshed out, but
yeah,
the only complaint was there just wasn't enough. Like, I wanted to know more about every single person because they did such a good job about making them all characters, even in their limited screen time. I was like, I just want to know. I want to know the origin of every single. Like, I want to see all their adventures.
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing it like, maybe let's say Army of the Dead did it, they'd do a spin-off of Bill Pickett and the young the gunslinger kid who was really fast.
I mean, I want to see them all, like every single person. I was like, they're so fucking
it's so good. I loved it. I also watched Heat. When was the last time you watched Heat?
Oh, a really long time. That's one we haven't done yet, and I mean, everyone knows it's like one of the greatest action scenes of all time.
And it's 3 hours long.
It's too long. It's too long.
But you know what? It fucks.
It does.
It really does.
It's been really long.
It really does.
Yeah, we'll have to do that at some point.
Yeah. It's great. And then, Last of Us, of course. It's just still firing on all cylinders.
You're caught up.
Yes, I am.
Very caught up. So sorry, spoilers. 3, 2, 1. We'll like 5 minutes ahead if whatever.
Mm-hmm.
God, where were we even? Yeah. They find that town.
Yeah, where his brother is, where Tommy is.
Yeah, and he's all like married and shit. And
to I forget the actress's name, but she was on True Blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's great.
Man. Like, I love where that's going, and it leaves us like on a cliffhanger, which we're not even gonna find out. I love stuff. I mean, I hate it because I want to know what happens, but it's so smart to be like, oh, now next episode, we're not gonna tell you. We're gonna do a flashback the whole time.
Of course, because they're sticking the knife in and they're twisting it. They're making us wait, even though. If you played the game, you kind of know what happens. And also, they're not going to fucking kill off the lead character in the 5th, 6th episode.
No, you can't kill off there. But yeah, I mean, but you don't know, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't play the game. I just know what happens at the end of the game.
Yeah. And
did you play the second one?
I didn't play the second one. I did kind of a shitty thing. I watched a YouTube playthrough because I didn't want to buy the game, so I just watched a YouTube playthrough, and it's still great. It's still fun.
All the time. I like to know everything, but I don't like. That's why I know so much about a bunch of movies like I've never seen. Like, I don't like horror movies, but I know everything about like let's say all the Friday the 13th movies because I've read
Sure.
like the plot synopsis of every one because I just have to know, but I don't ever
I love
really
doing
watch
that
them.
too.
I can't help myself. I need to know everything, but I don't want to actually consume it properly.
Yeah. So if Last of Us, if you're not listening to the after show podcast, highly recommend. And the guy who played Joel in the game is the voice on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
He said, instead of getting stabbed with a broken baseball bat in the game, Joel falls on a piece of rogue rebar. And it's rebar that goes through.
Yeah. I've stepped on rebar before. I almost lost a toe. I stepped on it and it went in between two of my big toe and the toe next to it.
Like, oh shit!
Just in that tiny little spot. I should have lost a toe.
Oh god! Someone was looking out for you that day.
I'm just so lucky. I should be dead about 1,000 times by now.
What about you? What have you been watching, reading, seeing, doing this week?
Well, you touched on a little bit of the Old West. I've been playing the hell out of Red Dead Redemption 2 online. I love it so much. I can't help myself.
It's such a good game. It's such a good game.
It's great. I love the online. I never thought I'd like it, but it's just more the same. Like it's just fun. Yeah. I'm having a blast. Just like spend my days hunting and like fishing and.
I'm really curious when they're gonna make a fucking Red Dead Redemption movie. I feel like there's got to be a script floating around somewhere. They're talking to. I don't know who would play John Marsden.
Well, The Last of Us. I mean, like that's showing. Like Hollywood loves their IP and things people know. It's like they want something. Oh, I know that. I recognize that.
Sure.
But video game adaptations were just toxic because they're so stupid in the way they adapted them, and now Matt and Mark, whatever his name is, the guy that's been doing this, they're like, hey, this is how you do it. You know how you do it? You do the thing. You do the fucking thing.
You just do it. You basically just rewrite the scripts. You copy and paste the scripts onto the show and then tweak a little bit here and there. Yeah. Just tweak a little bit.
The big moments, you do those. You keep the main plot of the story, the crux of it, because that's what people love. And then the things that don't adapt that well to a visual medium like television instead of a video game, you tweak here and there.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's not the fucking hard.
Yeah. Fun fact about this most recent episode, when that song is playing at the end, I'm taking a ride with my best friend, the cover of the Depeche Mode song that plays at the end of the first episode, it's Craig Mazin's daughter, 18-year-old daughter, who's singing that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they got like the guy who made the game. Like, they did everything so right.
They've done everything
but it's also fucking obvious. Like, I've been screaming about it for I don't know how long, and they finally have done it.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think we're going to see a lot more video game adaptations. I have a feeling we're not going to get a lot of good ones because, as we always know, Hollywood takes the wrong thing from successes.
Always.
They always look at the absolute wrong reason for why it was good. So hopefully they figure it out because it's so goddamn obvious. But but yeah, maybe we'll get a bit more. I don't know.
I mean, I would love that.
I would not hate it at all. Like what else? I don't know. Let's just get this fucking over with it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get into our feature presentation.
And now, our feature presentation.
Anaconda from 1997 to 40% from the critics of Rotten Tomatoes, 24% from the audience, directed by Luis Llosa, starring Jennifer Lopez as Terry Flores, Ice Cube as Danny Rich, John Voight as Paul Eric Stoltz as Dr. Stephen Cale, Owen Wilson as Gary Dixon, and Danny Trejo shows up too, and there's a bunch of other people, whatever. Also, I meant to say that.
What's that?
I saw Ant-Man.
Oh,
I meant to say
how was it?
I loved it. It's fucking weird as hell.
Okay.
I don't know if people are gonna like it. I cannot believe that a $200 million movie like that exists. It's so weird.
I love it.
I think a lot of people don't like it. It's very divided at the moment. And I get it. Like, that is not for your masses. It's weird as shit. I mean, they spend 98% of the movie in the quantum realm, and it's just all weird and nonsensical. And as a comic book fan, I love it. But I totally get why, like, your average person is going to be like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" Jonathan Majors is amazing too, especially his like last fight scene at the end. He's so they make a point to show like how jacked he is. Oh my god, he's
jacked.
He is such a beefcake. It's amazing.
I know.
What a great choice for him. Man. He is he's such a tremendous actor, and then he's just physically. I didn't realize he had that. And I mean, I guess anyone can if you have the right regimen. But man, he's physically imposing too. Like he's just a.
Well, did you not watch Lovecraft Country?
I didn't. Not really, but that's like where he like popped, right? That was kind of his.
Because he was in this show. He was in this super small indie movie called The Last Black Man in San Francisco, that I think was his first big role. And then Lovecraft Country was just like, I'm here, motherfuckers, and also I'm jacked. And by the way, I'm a really good fucking actor. So,
he's an incredible actor. Like, I mean, he's basically playing like 30 different versions of the same character. You know, it's almost like a little like Orphan Blacking it, you know?
Oh, amazing.
You know, because he's all these different variations of Kang. I think in that
he's just got this
Conqueror, but well, that's a whole thing.
He's got this real raw kind of old school actor mentality, you know, where you don't really know what he's gonna do, like Brando, like De Niro, like Pacino, like those guys.
Yeah, and I mean, you'd think he's like really. I mean, he can be kind of like very much in your face and like not over the top, but a lot of energy. But man, there's so much nuance to his performances too. Like there's subtlety mixed in there, in that like hard in your face. It's really impressive. Really impressive. Good stuff.
Yeah, he's so good. Going to the opposite realm, we have Anaconda with this bad acting. This movie is problematic for so many reasons, but I think the main reason is, let's just put it out there, fucking John Voight playing a man from Paraguay, which
was that accent reminds me of Tony Montana's accent.
Yeah, and he even does the grimace.
He's got that like mush mouth, like I don't really know what he is. I will say I don't know what he's doing. And I think he's a piece of shit as a person, but he's kind of good in this.
I mean, it's because I think he's so fucking committed, and he read the script and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing whatever he's doing, and I think very well. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I think he does a really good job. And again, of this nonsense, doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It looks bad, but I'm in on his character, even though it's bullshit.
It's so weird too, because one, the director is Peruvian, so it's like this fucking white dude is playing a South American guy, but also there's nothing that makes him. He didn't have to be South American. He could have been fucking Canadian. He could have been just a fucking American dude who ended up in the jungle. You know?
It's like that Connery when he plays a Spaniard in Highlander, and he's just like, nah, I'm Scottish the whole way. I'm not even gonna attempt accent.
Wasn't he Egyptian too?
Like, why make him a Spaniard? Like his character's name, I think, was like Spaniard. Like, why do that?
No, he didn't have to be.
Just don't do that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we start off and there's a crawl, and I'll be honest, I couldn't be bothered to even try and read it. I don't know what was happening. There's a crawl.
I didn't either.
I was just like,
it was stuff about Anaconda and how dangerous they are.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they're big bad monsters. Sure, I don't give a shit. Then Danny Trejo gets like really scared and dies, I guess. He kills himself.
It doesn't sound. I feel like they dubbed his voice because his voice sounds different than actual Danny Trejo.
Yeah. Honestly, he's in it for 30 seconds. Him being like afraid, really good acting actually.
He's great.
He was really good.
Really good actor.
Like, I know it sounds silly, but like I believed he was scared, and
dude,
that's not easy to do when he's like, he's a big, strong dude. Like, so to see him scared is it's not something you would easily accept. But I was like, oh yeah, I believe he's scared shitless.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm trying to point out a few things that weren't awful. So yeah, but yeah, he's dead quick. Whatever. The whole plot of this movie is they're like going on some documentary film thing. I don't know.
And
Jennifer Lopez.
J-Lo and Ice Cube went to film school together, and this is going to be her directorial debut and her big thing. And
yeah, I did like how they were like buds, and they were just buds. There was no, romantic.
Yeah,
that was
they were just friends.
That, because it's usually like, oh, we have two attractive, famous people. They gotta bang, but there was like no hint of that. I kind of appreciated that. Especially from the 90s, like that was just a given,
Exactly.
It was probably because they're minorities, so they're like, we can't have minorities get together.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, okay, yeah, and she's just like, this is my big break. Your big break is a documentary. I don't think you know how Hollywood works, dude.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
I don't think so.
And apparently the Jungle makes Owen Wilson horny.
Yeah, he's just straight up Jungle makes me horny. Yeah, okay. And it's like his girlfriend or whatever. I don't know. She's like a assistant something, whatever. Doesn't
production
matter.
coordinator, I think.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they all embark on this journey of like, you get like the British dude who's like all foppy and douchebag and like way too.
The dad from Jumanji. He's so good.
He actually was kind of good in this too.
Yeah.
Like, the acting wasn't that bad. Like,
no,
they were all doing the best they could with what they were in.
Of course. Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, respect to anyone. Like, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Y'all did good. You did the best you could. So they go down the river, whatever. They're supposed to like find some tribe that's.
Yeah, the I forget the name of them, but John Voight is just like the people of the mist or whatever.
Yeah. It's a Shira Masamu. I don't know. Who fucking cares? So, yeah, they're going down the river or whatever. They come across. That's when they meet Paul. And they even named him Paul. Like,
yeah.
Just make him some Nordic douchebag. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, his boat's all wrecked. He's got this absurd accent, which you touched on, and they bring him on board, and he's like, just take me up the river. Okay, sure.
This movie is a movie of archetypes too. It's like you've got the rich douchey dude, you've got the director who is out to prove something, you've got the bad guy who's clearly the bad guy and wants you to know he's the fucking bad guy with every fucking decision and look he makes. Yeah, it's just full of archetypes.
Like the horny, good-looking couple, like.
Of course.
All of it. The foreign guy that knows, like, doesn't say much but knows everything,
Yep, pretty much.
Which is their driver or whatever, guide or whatever. I don't know.
Mateo.
Yeah. So okay, sure. They keep like traveling down the river, and Gary and his little squeeze like go out to like get night noises. I don't know. They're all so stupid. Everyone's so fucking stupid in this movie.
Yeah, let's go out in the middle of the night and get some, wild noise or whatever.
Yeah, like some like Foley or something for like some noises to fill in. Sure. But really, they're just like gonna go bang, I guess.
Pretty much.
I don't know, bang in the jungle. It sounds horrible.
No, the bugs are really bad. You get a mosquito bite on your butt. I don't know.
Malaria or some shit. Not worth it.
Yeah, and then they do that horror movie trope where they're like mid. Makeout session.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yep, it's just like a giant boar, and Paul saves them, I guess.
They're eating bacon for a few days.
Yep. Yeah, delicious, whatever. So yeah, okay, sure. Next day, their boat gets like stopped because something like with the propeller, like a rope gets wrapped around the propeller. Okay.
Yeah.
So Eric Stoltz, he was in the Mask, right?
He was in the Mask, and he was the original
Yeah,
Marty McFly.
That's right. Yeah, that they filmed like 2 weeks of, and it's really weird.
No, they filmed for like almost 2 months with him.
Was it that much? I knew they had like a lot of scenes.
They filmed a lot with him before they're like, this isn't what we want.
I have a lot of problems with that movie. Everyone thinks it's perfect and they love it, but we'll get into that another time.
Oh my God, yeah, we have to have a conversation.
I have a lot of problems with that movie. Anyways, yeah, so he's Eric Stoltz, he's Dr. Kale, whatever. He's just he's kind of like knows everything. He's like Mr. Know-it-all. Like,
Yeah,
he's exactly. Like a douche, but not really. Like they're all friends and like I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually,
he has a history with J-Lo, like they were in a relationship or something.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the relationships that they had because they were, as you said, they were like the stereotypical archetypes of this character, that character, but they didn't all have them do the same things that usually they do. Like normally he would be like creepy, like trying to hit on J-Lo, or or like have
or being a douche to other people.
Yeah, like he wasn't really like a bad guy. And even the British dude like wasn't really even that bad of a guy. He was just like a prissy little douche. Like
yeah, pretty much.
Like, no one was really like that. I don't know. I kind of appreciated that. I guess I'm really fishing here. So yeah, there's some ropes tied around the propeller, so he like dons his Scuba Steve's outfit and goes down and like all of a sudden like it's like freaking out. And there's like this was really gross. There's like a wasp regulator, I guess.
Like, how the fuck did that happen?
I guess John Boy put it in there, but like you don't check your equipment.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yeah, that was all part of his like because he had to get like out of the picture. They barely touch on it because like when he's tied up later on, he's like, "You forgot about the wasp," like because they're like, "You did this," and he's like, "Yeah, you forgot about the wasp." And he's like, "Oh, you bitch." Like I've done scuba training. Like you check your regulator, like you like blow it in and out, and like you check it before you go under. And this, you notice a giant fucking wasp in there, but whatever. Fine.
Yeah, seriously. But he's a smart guy. He's a fucking smart guy.
Yeah, how fucking smart are you? I did not like those apples. Yeah, so it's like this poisonous wasp and like he's dying, and then Paul just like does an emergency trach with one of those little compass things.
A little Swiss Army knife?
No, it's like the they spin in a circle.
Oh, what the fuck are those called?
I want to call it a protractor.
Not a protractor. But
yeah, you know what I mean. They're like really sharp and whatever. Yeah, so he's fine. Sure, okay. Then he's like out of commission the rest of the time, basically. Sure. So, but he isn't dead. And then he's like, we got to take him back to a hospital, you know. And then Paul's like, yeah, if you go backwards, you'll lose all this time because of the flow of the river. So you got to go this other way, which is the way he was trying to get him to go before. Because he's got ulterior motives, clearly.
Yep.
I did actually even like that J-Lo's character is like, that's like the same way you wanted us to go yesterday. Like, what's going on? Like, she's not a complete idiot, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Different reasons. Like, okay. But they don't really have a choice, and they just kind of start listening to him. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So they did agree to take his way, and they run into some sort of like wall in the water.
Yeah, it's almost like a dam, not a dam, but just like literally a wall blocking them. So they can't get through.
A dam full of snakes or something. I didn't really understand this.
Yeah,
and he just has dynamite. He blows it up, and then a bunch of snakes go everywhere. And okay.
Yeah, come on, babies, come on.
Yeah, it's so weird. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. So that they make it through there, I guess. Whatever. And then they finally come across. They keep going up there. They finally come across Danny Trejo's boat from like the beginning and search it. It's like a news clipping of him and Paul and like I don't know.
And Mateo.
Was he in there? Yeah, because he was like
he was in the picture too.
I guess.
I think that's how they set it all up. Mateo was like, hey, I'm driving this boat with these people.
They did keep like doing shifty eyes. Like once they met Paul, like they cut back to Mateo, and he'd be like looking around, like, yeah. I didn't know if that was like he thought something was up, or if he, but yeah, I guess he was working with him, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, and they're searching around, and and also when they blew up the snake butt dam, like they lost all their fuel.
Yeah, except one canister.
Yeah, like they just like let it float. Like, just go get it.
Yeah, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm kind of a dum-dum. Wouldn't it still float even though there's gas in it, or would it?
It should be buoyant. There should be, it should, or at the very least, like go fucking find it. You have, like, go find it. Go get your idiots. Whatever. Yeah. Plot device. They needed it that way. So sure, okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
The video just clicked on and off. Is it still recording?
Yeah, good.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So he, so this is they're searching his little boat and whatever, and Mateo then gets got by a giant snake.
Oh yeah.
God, the snake looks so bad. Like, I know it's 1997, but this is horrible.
But I mean, it's
1997,
but there's big stars in this movie. At this point, Jon Voight was an Academy Award winner, and I always take it back to there was movies made before this that have way better special.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, there's no excuse.
None. If you've got millions of dollars, but I think I read something where the special effects for this movie cost $100,000 like a second or something.
Yeah, these are like Adobe After Effects plugins. Like this is, I could make a better version of this with my Adobe suite, and I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we live in a pretty amazing time.
That's awful. Whatever. Yeah, he gets killed, I guess. Sure. And they just like they barely reflect on it. They're just like, yeah, he's dead. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's go look for him. I don't know. Maybe later. Oh, by the way, here's a snake skin.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever. So yeah, he's dead, I guess. Paul.
And when he talks about when it holds you tighter than the love of your life.
Yeah, your sweetest love. Paul, you creep.
Yeah, what a creep. I think he watched Scarface for research for this movie.
He sounded exactly, which is funny because that was the other movie we were almost gonna do, and so maybe I just had Scarface on the brain, but I was immediately like, he's just doing Tony Montana.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they barely reflect on this guy dead because who cares? Then Paul like convinces Gary like really easily to come to his side.
Yeah, because he's so horny. He's got no blood left in his brain, so he clearly is not thinking correctly.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go hunt this snake. Yay. Okay. So yeah, like he's on his side now. Sure. Whatever. He's like, yeah, we'll just we'll help him catch it and film it, and we'll salvage this.
Yeah.
Which, if someone's not already dead, maybe I could get on board with that. But if someone's already died and like another guy's almost dying,
yeah.
Like if none of that,
get the fuck out of there.
If none of that had happened, I could be like, okay, yeah, you're trying to salvage your trip, you know. I could kind of see that, but like people are dead. Like you're done with this making thing now.
Yeah, you've got, OG Marty McFly with a back river tracheotomy, and then Mateo, who knows where the fuck he went. I mean, he got, but we don't know. They don't know that.
Yeah, like priorities, man. Whatever. They then he kills a monkey to use for bait. Just murders a monkey.
What that monkey ever do to you, man?
Yeah, fucking. It didn't even want the monkey.
It spit it out right.
Right in Ice Cube's face. But they use this monkey to like troll for snakes. It does not go super well. Gary gets got, of course.
He gets got bad.
Yeah, but whatever. Fuck him. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Then then it's all like a whole mess that night. Terry like tries to seduce Paul, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It sort of like works. Like they knock him out. Find out it was all a big setup. That's when he mentions the thing. Like they tie him up, and that's when he mentions like the wasp and like all the other stuff. Like he was the cause of all this stuff.
Okay. How about that bad CGI shot of the snake swimming through the water, and you could see the imprint of Owen Wilson's body in it?
I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a big snake, but like it wasn't that big. And like you eat a whole human, like that snake's good for like 6 months. Like, was it still
for sure?
Like it doesn't need food anymore.
For sure.
Whatever.
But I guess you could go by the Jaws mentality that it's hunting to hunt, not to eat. Maybe. I don't know.
It's like
we're also comparing. It
is eating. Yeah.
True.
So it doesn't fucking matter. So where are we? I don't even know. It doesn't. What does like
J-Lo socks him one. And,
yeah. They try to like they decide to leave and then like immediately get stuck on like some like maroon. Like they're what are they doing? They just like run up on the shore.
Yeah, clearly they weren't. Ice Cube's driving the boat. Clearly he's not paying attention. He bottoms out, and then they're like, "Oh, we got to winch ourselves free," and that's of course when the snake comes. Like, why the fuck are you still getting in the water? Why are you getting in the water?
Pay attention.
You know it's there.
No, that's when the broad that Owen was horny for, like she's been catatonic this whole time. She goes to like stab Paul, but he does some like Matrix shit and chokes her out.
Yeah, he kills her with his legs, but he also John Boyd is not a young man in this movie, and I do not think he had the lower extremity power to shoot himself up 5 feet in the air and grab the poor woman with his legs. Yeah.
It was actually kind of a cool stunt, but yeah, that old fuck isn't able to do that.
Only only Tom Cruise could do that in Mission Impossible. You remember that one where he's like going up the pole with his abs? Remember that one in Mission Impossible?
It reminded me of like Harley Quinn in the recent Suicide Squad. Just like,
oh yeah,
like sure, whatever, fuck cares.
Sure.
Now he has a knife. Sure, she's dead. He cuts himself away, and then the snake, of course, shows up. Chases the Brit dude who's now like a hero. He's like a good guy now. Up some rocks. And like he like jumps off the rocks and it catches him midair and it's really fucking horrible and dumb and stupid and awful. All right. Paul's free now. They like all fight a bit, I guess. It's real god, they're also fucking stupid.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and then like kind of bites Danny, but doesn't kill him. And like Terry shoots him like 3 times in the head with a bolt action rifle that she fires like a semi-automatic rifle. She never pulls the bolt back. She just keeps firing. I don't even notice that. It's a bolt action rifle.
I didn't notice that, but it makes sense.
Annoys the shit out of me. It's so simple. What? Fine. And also, like, she shot it in the head like 3 times, like poof, half its face off, and then it was fine the rest of the time. Like, there's no holes in its head.
I think that was a different one.
A different snake? There's one.
Yeah.
Fine. There's one snake. Danny, he guess he's not dead, and that's when the doctor wakes up and like tranks Paul.
Sick boy to the rescue.
Yeah, he like falls in the water, but then he just like passes out immediately. I like how they make a note of like, oh, the tranquilizer dart fell out of his back as he fell into the water, so like he's gonna come back. But also that's not how tranquilizers work. Once they get in you, it immediately puts the
The shit in you.
Yeah, so doesn't. I mean, I appreciate them sort of trying to explain why, but like, it's not how anything works. Doesn't fucking matter. Then they come across some like dock shit and decide to go look for more fuel because again,
it looks like some old
fuel.
abandoned building or ruins
some
or
old
something.
like water mill or something. I don't know. And
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't fucking matter. Nothing matters. So yeah, then Paul just like knocks him out, I guess, and like ties him up and uses him for bait. Like throws monkey blood on him. He just has like a canister of it hanging out. I don't know where he got all that monkey blood.
Yep. He's just got big old bucket of monkey
blood. Sure, as you're wont to do in the jungle. Then he tries to catch it with a giant net. Like, so stupid. He's so dumb. He's so fucking stupid. A giant net. And then he's like gonna shoot it with his tiny little tranquilizer crossbow, and he's acting like he can't get a shot, and the whole thing's just right in his face. Just shoot the stupid thing.
How did he last so long in the jungle?
Yeah, he's terrible. He's awful. Snake gets him, eats his ass. Great.
And
they get free.
The camera from inside of the snake as it's eating him.
I actually kind of liked that. Like, it was stupid.
That was ridiculous, yeah.
And gross, but that actually kind of looked interesting. Like, I'm not gonna say it looked cool, but that was at least something interesting.
Sure.
I was like, oh, okay. Sure. Like, no, it still sucked. Don't get me wrong, but it's at least it was something,
right?
You know.
Right.
So sure. And good God. So yeah, then it chases after Terry, whatever, and barfs up Paul like right into her. That's so gross.
And he winks.
Yeah, so dumb. And they just like tip all the fuel over and light it up, blow it up. The steak's just all stupid and on fire, chasing Terry. But yeah, it's never dead, and he's hitting him with like an axe and shit. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they kill it. Whatever.
They kill it. Ice Cube whacks it in the head with a axe a couple times.
Yeah.
And then the tribe they were looking for shows up, and that's the end of the movie, basically.
Yeah, they just like float down the river, and this tribe is like, oh, they're just like, hey guys, we're just like watching you idiots deal with the snake, you fucking morons. But yeah, then they see them and credits. Fuck this movie.
I've got a little bit of trivia if you want to hear it.
Yeah, it just wasn't trivia, I
guess. I'll make it brief. Oh my gosh. While the character Paul Cerrone seems to recognize the baby snakes in the film, he has no interest in capturing them. His goal is to capture an adult anaconda alive. In real life, it'd be easier capturing the anaconda's offspring. Following their mating season, female anacondas give birth to litters of 20 to 40 offspring. The offspring grow rapidly and reach maturity within a few years of their birth. I mean, if he's a smart guy, why wouldn't he just do that?
Grab a handful of those. You clearly have access to copious amounts of monkeys and their carcasses and blood. So just keep feeding them monkeys until they grow into a big giant snake. Idiot.
Yeah. Gillian Anderson turned down the role of Terry Flores. Jennifer Aniston, Kate Beckinsale, Nicole Kidman, Kim Basinger, and Sandra Bullock were also considered for the role.
Jesus.
I know. And listen to this. Michael Douglas, Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson, Liam Neeson, Jack Nicholson, Jean Reno, and Martin Sheen were considered for the role of Paul Cerrone.
Unbelievable. Like, I remember this being like a big movie.
Oh, it was big, and it spawned 4 fucking sequels. But I mean, it's a movie that they were probably like, look, this ain't gonna win you an Oscar. But hey, do you like money?
Yeah, like I figure they had all these big names and they probably had more budget for the special effects. And then nothing against Jennifer Lopez, but she wasn't what she is now, you know.
No, not at all.
She was big, but she wasn't known as an actor. So I figure once they like got their B list, you know, of the time, what they assumed. Because she is a good actor, like she's talented, but I don't think at the time. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to do this.
F. Murray Abraham and Tim Curry turned down the role of Warren Westridge.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I love F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, he's so good. He's the best. The green Anaconda screams were made by actor Frank Welker, who is internationally known for lending his voice to Scooby-Doo and Fred Jones in the many of Scooby-Doo incarnations.
This was kind of Scooby-Doo-esque.
Totally.
Bunch of idiots.
After filming had wrapped,
A mask
John Voight is
snake at the end, and it was just some like evil professor.
And if it wasn't for you meddling kids,
Yeah, that would have been better.
And last but not least, I didn't find the body count, but obviously it wasn't super high. But after filming had wrapped, John Voight insisted on keeping the prop monkey that he shot and used as anaconda bait. He still has the monkey to this day, kept in a quote undisclosed location.
Of course he does that, creep.
Yeah, that creepo. Yeah. But on a lighter note, what are we doing next week?
Oh, coming up next week, a little palate cleanser for you with what is it? Creed 3 coming out
on March the 3rd. Creed 3 on 3/3/2023.
So we will be doing the original Creed. Michael B. Jordan. I welcome that.
Yeah, I love the Creed movies, and I'm excited for the third one too to see how it's going to go, because it's Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut as well.
Yeah. And Jonathan Majors, yes, please.
Yeah. Yep. All the beefcakes.
Yeah, just beautiful men.
Beautiful sweaty men, and I know you love the sweaty guy movie.
I love the sweaty guy.
Anything else you want to add?
I hate this.
Yeah, it is not a good movie, but it was fun to shit on it for a little bit.
It just upsets me in such a visceral way.
Mm-hmm.
There's sci-fi channel special effects and just, man, fuck this movie.
Where does this fall on most hated movies that we've discussed?
It's up there, man. I hated Universal Soldier. That was really bad. Time Cop stinks. Yes, this is up there. I don't like this movie. I don't like it.
Yeah.
If that wasn't clear.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'll probably never see it again, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and this is the second piece of content we've done on it. And that I think that also upset me. And I had to pay for it. It was $4.
I know. Unfortunately.
Just everything about this made me upset.
But yeah, that's we'll have a new, better movie coming out next week.
Yeah.
And
before that,
we'll have a lot of good things to say about that.
Yeah, how would you hit us where you can find us?
You could find us at www.actionmoviebookclub.com. You can also find us on Twitter at ActionMovieBC or on Instagram at ActionMovieBookClub. We've also been posting some videos over on YouTube and TikTok, so check us out on there. Give us a little like and subscribe, maybe a little 5-star rating on your podcast listening sites. Just anything to help us get us in a little more ears, boost it up in the algorithm, because we like doing what we do and we want to keep doing it. So show us some love, please.
Yes, please. And also we're powering through on our sister show, the Comic Book Club.
Yes.
I actually think I need to release an episode that I forgot this week. I'm not sure where we're at. We might be up to the first chunk of All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison, and it's really, really good.
Ooh, love that comic.
Really comic. I hadn't read it. I just heard it was really great. And my co-host hated Superman, so I was like, I'm going to turn you around on Superman. And I've turned her around.
Yeah, Grant Morrison is one of my favorite.
I hate to admit it. She's like, I hate to admit it, but yep, you get me turned around. I'm good on Superman right now. It's really good. The art style is really weird. I don't mean that in a bad way. It takes a minute to get used to, because Superman's just kind of like a big thumb.
Yeah, very weird. Very
But
strange.
it's really great. It's really good.
I also really love Superman Red Sun. That's a really good one too.
I like that too. I know there's so many like things like that I want to get into because I love Elseworld and like one-off type stories. But for just starting off, I feel like I need to give like a base to the big characters. Like I'd want nothing more than to do something like that or like Injustice or DC's.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I love those, but I gotta do like you gotta have a base.
The big proprities first. Yeah.
So,
but that's about it. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's about all I got. Why don't you take us out?
Happy trails, Hans.
Fuck this movie. Seriously, fuck this movie.